it's Raquel Bowman here, and today I'm here creating a new layout for Cocoa Vanilla Studio. The theme on this blog, the blog this week, is either pink or blue. So I'm shocking everyone, and I thought I'm going to choose blue, where normally I would choose and gravitate towards pink. So I'm doing a blue layout. I'm going to include pops of black and white in this. I'm documenting a photo of my little man, and he's doing a puzzle, and I really want to tell the story about how much he loves to do puzzles, and he does them so quick. I haven't even grasped what the picture is of, and he's already placed it down. So I sort of really want to tell the story of that. I have this cut file which I cut a little while ago, that I was actually going to use on another layout, and I thought I may as well use it for this layout. And it's just a really large cut file that says awesome, and I'd say this would have come from the Paper Issues store because I'm addicted to their cut files. And I thought that with my story, because I do have a story that I want to tell, I'm going to create some tags, and I'm going to somehow pop them either behind, layer them behind the photo, or do something along those lines to tell the story, because I feel like if, say, I wanted to put the journaling maybe in this open spot, I wouldn't have enough space. Or I could do it around the entire page. Not sure yet, to be completely honest, but I've gathered together some papers which have blues sort of in them somewhere, from the Bohemian Dream collection, which is the latest collection by Cocoa Vanilla. I've grabbed a wood grain. I don't know if that's cheating, but I feel like I need that neutral somewhere. And then I've also grabbed out some bits and pieces, some papers and things from the U-Rock collection, because there is so many beautiful blues within that collection, and also some really cool icons and ephemera pieces. So that's what I've gathered, and I will speed up the footage and get creating. So to start with, I'm backing the cut file. It's a process that normally, if I am incorporating a cut file onto my page, that I'll definitely begin by doing that, just because I feel like that's the most tedious part sometimes of a layout's design. So I'll do that first. So what I've done is I really like that sort of ombre look of the pattern paper, so I've stuck that down, and then I sit that to the side just so that the liquid adhesive can dry. And then once it's somewhat dry, I'll start trimming around the edges. Because it has some more intricate inner parts, I have to use a craft knife, which I couldn't find my regular craft knife, so this one that I used was incredibly blunt, but it did the job and cut out those inner pieces. I've added in a strip across the top that wood grain. Like I said, I feel like it sort of is a bit of a neutral, and I'm definitely having a bit of creative license with the theme for this week by adding that, but I really wanted that softer sort of colour to be added into my page. So I'm using the 6x6 paper pad to back my photo, and I just chose a paler blue pattern to do that with. I love the size of the 6x6 paper pads because you can do those smaller sort of layers using those instead. Now what I'm just doing there is I've added a strip of the U-Rock paper to the bottom of that wood grain just for a little bit of extra detail, and I will run my sewing machine across that and fold up the edges just to add a little bit more dimension and detail to that. Now I'm working on the tags. So to create the tops of the tags, I actually just grab a tag from my stash because I want to get the same angled edges, I guess, of the top of the tag. And then I also use the tag from my stash to work out where to punch the hole in the center. To get the little reinforcement ring, I've got a We Are Memory Keepers reinforcer hole punch, and I use that and I use that a lot actually because I love making my own tags. So I've popped that on the top. It makes them look like they come from an ephemera pack. And now I'm working on embellishing. So off the camera, I went through the ephemera pack from both Bohemian Dreams and also the U-Rock collection, and just found any blue bits and pieces. And you'll see me just now adding bits and pieces across the page. So in the top right corner, to the left there of the awesome top of the awesome title, and then also to the bottom right of the page. So I've created that triangle through this layout by doing that. I really wanted to add some more detail to this title, so I've ran my sewing machine through the title off the page, so just as the title piece, as you can see, it's not attached to the page, and just ran it through the middle of each of those words, or letters I should say, on the title. So between the M, you can actually sort of see that the stitching is sort of just hanging there, and my thought was with that is that once I pop the dimensional adhesive, it will just add a nice little quirky touch to it. So I've done that, and then I'm going to add a couple of little embellishments to the photo area. So I add a little tab from the Bohemian Dreams ephemera pack, and I also add that zigzag border which was from the U-Rock collection, and I'm going to pop that to the bottom of the photo there. Now, it was at this point where I realised that I really needed to adhere my title, because I wanted to get the placement for my photo, and I wanted to be able to adhere my photo down so then I could tuck the tags in. So to tuck the tags into the back of this photo area, I've sort of made a frame with the foam adhesive so that I know that the tags won't fall out of the top, and then I'm just going to adhere the photo to the page and just tuck the tags in that blank area that you can see there, and that just secures them in that top section. They might move from left to right, but they won't fall down the sides of the photo or anything like that, because the foam adhesive is stopping them from doing that. On this awesome star, I ended up sort of using the negative part of that star piece, or the cut file piece, and tracing it onto a blue pattern paper in the Bohemian Dreams collection, and then stitching that onto the top of there and folding it up. So I created like a dimensional embellishment or dimensional look to the title by doing that, because I've folded the star inwards and upwards and just given it that extra little touch rather than it just being all flat. I'm adding on a couple of chipboard pieces as well. That super is from the U-Rock chipboard pack, and I also add in this world, which I really love in the end. I wasn't sure about it at first, and then once I do make a few adaptations to that piece, which you're going to see me doing here, I'm actually peeling off some of the layers of the chipboard. It was just too thick for that area. I didn't want it to stand out in the middle of that O too much, but I did want it to have a nice effect. So I peeled off a few of the layers and then adhered that to the center, and I've put the word U. So I suppose the title could read Super Awesome U if you join all of those together. I do add a flair badge, and that says one of a kind, which this little man certainly is, and some enamel dots, as well as some smaller ephemera pieces, which are things like the stars and the arrow, which are just really nice additions to boy pages. And my title and my journaling, and that's pretty much it. So I've done the wave already at the end of the video, so that's the finished layout. I hope you like it, and thank you so much for watching. I'll definitely be back soon with some more videos. Bye everyone.